Welcome back to my Morning Report chart analysis videos on Tuesday the 11th of October with me, Richard Perry, market analyst at Hedgehog Markets. I'm going to look at my FX trade of the year instruments now. Week 2 we're looking at sterling dollar, Kiwi dollar, euro sterling, euro Aussie dollar, rand, the FTSE 100, WTI oil and also cocoa. So let's give it a go. So first of all, FTSE continues to fall. Look at that, another bearish candle. Basically closing towards the low of the day, just continuing to slide again today. We're another 50, 60 ticks down on the day. Not looking great, is it, for cable? We continue to drop away. Let me zoom in so you can get rid of the spike. And it certainly looks as though it's sort of dropping away. Lower highs, lower lows. Retested that 22, 23 low. Looks to be on. That's only sort of 60 odd ticks away from now. So I'd be selling into strength on cable. Kiwi has broken down, and I think I'll show you on the daily chart first. Kiwi's breaking down, and it doesn't look great for the breakdown. So you're sort of still trading in this uptrend channel, but you've completed this top pattern here. This head and shoulders top pattern certainly suggests probably going to be testing that 69.50 area for at least, I'd say. And today's bear candle, look at that, 65 ticks down already on the day, not looking great. Certainly looks like the string of lower bear candles are continuing. RSI increasingly negative on MACD lines as well, not looking great on the daily chart. Hourly chart also suggests sort of selling into strength. You've got these negative configuration across the momentum indicators. You've got the resistance that comes in today on a rebound of around about 71.20. But I think any sort of rebound, I think you'd be looking at as a selling opportunity. Maybe the RSI on the hourly back towards sort of 40.50 area, 45.50, maybe if you can get it. But I think it looks like it's going to be going lower. Retesting today's low of 70.60, but I think ultimately a retest of that key reaction low in the coming days, July low, 69.50 could be seen. Let's look at euro sterling now. Again, sterling has started to lose ground once more. So yesterday's sort of doji-ish candle seems to be just a brief sort of blip, really, in this selling pressure that sterling's under, which is driving euro sterling higher. And today we're seeing a bit more traction to the upside. And it looks like 91 big figure, I think, could well be tested now. You're sort of seeing again on euro sterling higher lows being posted. Obviously Friday we had a reaction low at 89 big figure, subsequently to that 89 sort of 50 area, 89.75. so you basically you're seeing these sort of higher lows tracking, and you're now sort of pushing out to test that resistance at 90.40, but I think a breakout above that, you're sort of getting that now. Yeah, I would sort of open 91 big figure at least, and subsequently, to be honest, I think further upside in due course. So any sort of rallies, sort of corrections again, I think a chance to buy. Looks as though that the recent sort of consolidation is sort of beginning to lose track, and you're going to see continued upside again. Euro Aussie. Interesting, you've sort of seen a little bit of a consolidation. Yesterday had a bit of a breakdown. And you've actually seen a recovery from that 46.30 area. I think that is continue to see support there, and I think that is your new support. I don't think it broke down. You look at these momentum indicators, RSI out on the hourly chart between 30 and 70. That sort of suggests a range play, doesn't it? And I think maybe continuing to play the range. If you look on the daily chart, for example, you're not really seeing too much in terms of significant sort of traction in a recovery. I think that's still rangy, and it looks to be yeah, you've got the stochastics rising, but I don't necessarily think that's a move to be sort of trusting too much. Dollar ZAR, or dollar rand, gaining traction, actually broken out, so that would suggest again dollar strength, and that is what we're seeing today across markets. And you're seeing this move on the breakout above sort of 14.06. It has now broken out. It hadn't when I was doing the morning report. It has now broken out. You've seen the stochastics rising strongly, RSI rising, continues to sort of now move to the upside. So I think that breakout you've got initially, that breakout will become the basis of support. That breakout will sort of be seen now as a basis of support. That breakout has only come in the last hour, so you'd be looking at sort of between 13.95, 14 big figure area as your support if you can get a sort of a retracement. A little bit overbought near term. So maybe a little dip could be bought into, but certainly I think you're looking to sort of buy that on the move higher. I think it looks to be sort of rallying quite strongly. 14.59 area seems to be the next level of resistance. There's no real reason why that won't be seen. FTSE has been a good outperformer, and it gained traction again yesterday, following on from a rally on Friday. Will it retest that 71.22 all-time high? It looks as though it's close to doing so. I think a continued sterling weakness will see that, and I don't see why sterling weakness is going to stop anytime soon. So I think being long on FTSE is important. The strategy. Little dips get bought into. 70.25 was this reaction low that we saw yesterday as the low. That protected that 7,000 big figure support, and you'd say that sort of little breakout support now. That old resistance that we saw yesterday around 70.80, that's sort of now as a basis of support. So that could well help to bolster FTSE for a retest of the highs. WTI didn't quite make it. It was so close yesterday. 51.67 on my daily chart is the resistance, and if I can get the crosshair on it, 51.60. Didn't quite do it. Just slightly dipped back today, but I think this is a bullish chart. I think we're going to see further gains. Sorry, that old uptrend probably doesn't do a great deal now, but the breakout level does do a basis of support. 50.75. So I think little corrections are a chance to buy as this little move unwinds slightly today. But I think further gains are going to be seen on this WTI. A breakout, to be honest, opened $60 in due course. I think. I mean, this 51.67. If you zoom out here, the next sort of real resistance starts to come in around $60 area. So I think we've got further upside in this move. And finally, cocoa, CCC1. Has broken down, and it's a big breakdown. Zooming out again, it's a big breakdown. That is the highest, the lowest on cocoa. It's broken down below that support, and we're now back at sort of early Q1 2014 levels. So, oh dear, that's a big breakdown. Not only that, you've got the RSI having downside potential. It's only at 32. Could get back to easily 30 or below. MACD line's negative. Stochastics only just turned lower again. Lower highs, lower lows. Rallies are a chance to sell. Yesterday's high, obviously 28 big figure really, but 27.99 seems to be sort of level of resistance yesterday, but I suppose you could sort of refine that. Let's do it. Sorry, C1. You could refine that as a resistance, and you'd take the breakdown level below 27.08, and also a minor breakdown level around sort of 27.55 area. So a couple of levels to work with from yesterday's moves. If you get a little rebound today, but I'd be selling into strength. So I wish you good luck in your trading today on the Lucky 8, and I will speak to you later. Thank you.